Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to StarCraft 2 Desert Strike 1338 on your favorite YouTube channel for Desert Strike content. Or maybe you have another also very good YouTube or stream, Twitch channel from StarLuk. Anyway, I received some 3 more replays from StarLuk, and I believe, yeah, this is against Yosha, Parsifal. Okay, 6096 was the first one. I'm wondering whether this number represents the number of played games. I think so, but I can't imagine somehow that StarLuk has 3 times more games played than me. No, this doesn't make sense. I didn't start to play Desert Strike from. Here I was playing, I think, with some friend on ladder, and well, I for sure didn't start to play Desert Strike in 2021. I don't know what happens there. Maybe there was some big update on StarCraft 2, or I don't know what, but this update was supposed to be then also at other players. I don't know why it starts here. No idea. But I do not think that I think I should have more games played than StarLuk, I believe, like in total. And I mean, he for sure is more active than me, I guess, in the last time in Desert Strike. But I think if you like consider the total games, okay, my friends. I have a feeling that this is something pretty, serious. Even for me, I think I won't be able to, give you some comedy here because this is a pretty high skill game. I believe that we are about to see 30-minute game, so I believe it's gonna be a game where the Zerg player maybe even win. I have heard from StarLuk a little bit from uh, of this Yosha. He seems to be a very high skilled player. 100% sure I can say this name that has never appeared in my eyes suddenly plays on a very high skill. This is too obvious. This is a second account from someone from who I don't know, and I don't want to speculate and say any names. For sure, it is not. I'm pretty sure it is not Firelord. Pretty sure it is not Xalvi, and I play only from Uran. So it's, as you can see, also not StarLuk, and for sure also not Elemento. I guess he wouldn't like Smurf. Okay, take a piece of paper, my friends, a pencil to write down. Um, Maybe we can analyze a little bit Yosha and see. Okay, the game. Okay, I mean, okay, I will analyze everything, but I will just in the beginning see what Yosha, how is he playing. Yeah, this is pretty normal. Gas, everyone is taking gas. I guess StarLuk is also gassing. Yes. APM looks not suspicious for someone. one very good thing what I also already can say, I mean, I for sure can expect a high skill game from Yosha, and this is what I also would do. You know, most of the players, SLZ player, they in the first 1, 2, 3 waves, they push, they just push, and you cannot destroy the cannon in the first 2 or 3 waves. I don't know about third, fourth, but for sure it is a very good thing to not sell your race to your opponent in the first couple of waves. Checking middle, okay, normal. Coffee is done, my friends. Oh, I paused, sorry. I will probably pause a lot here, so I'm apologizing you know, in advance because I want to analyze this a little bit, you know, more in detail and more serious without any laughing, trash talking. Uh, yeah, this is, you know, this guy, yeah, seems to be, from the words of StarLuk, very good. He will, I guess, push in the next wave. This is most of the, you know, most medium plus players are pushing like from around second minute, so we can expect, I guess, this is what I would probably do, um, to push in this wave because you know the danger. There is a danger. It is possible that, for example, you don't see what is here. It is possible that here is a Terran who didn't take gas. And a Terran who didn't take gas, he can probably be already on around I don't know, 8 till 900 minerals, and this is already you know, amount of minerals with what you can just blindly make mass marines and take, like, you know, if you scan, then you sell already that you probably are Terran. But if you don't scan and blindly make marines, then first you take the cannon with this amount of minerals with stim, and second, you know, even if the opponent then reacts to your marines with counter units, he first needs to beat your previous wave. So he needs some certain time to come back. And you have advantage, economical advantage, and you can, you know, further react. So that's why usually most of the players are, you know, from the second minute are a bit careful. If he makes units this wave, okay. So far, I like. See, and he even, this is not like randomly, I guess. Oh my goodness, this is even like I need to say that you know, he is not making zerglings because if there is he I think he is more afraid of the Terran who can push, and that's why he is making roaches. Whoa, is he making second gas? This I wouldn't like. Wondering what is StarLuk doing. He took the second gas. Okay, this is understandable. I mean, actually, I don't know. I shouldn't have seen this. Maybe I should have like felt it. Zerling for middle. he is not wasting minerals on further units because he wants. Wow, this is good. This is he plays with head. This is for sure intelligent player. I can tell this because he waits or he forces the opponent to do units to see what he is doing and then to invest. You can learn a lot from this replay, my friends. I can tell you this. That's why, by the way, I not play Desert Strike because I don't want that players learn from playing with me. Because I'm pretty sure players can learn a lot with playing with me. but then I want to prove myself again, and then we end up in a endless cycle. Like the opponents get better, then I want to get better. I just want to, the sheeps to be stupid. I'm just, I'm a bit, joking, but maybe there's some truth in what I say. He saves money. He even has now enough money in case if there is a DT to go tier 2. Wow. Okay. But I'm wondering why stalkers. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know which number of game this is for StarLuk. If this is the first game for StarLuk where he met Yosha, then I can understand what he is doing. Because, yeah, as Protoss player, you just, I mean, especially if your day was, filled with work and productivity, then you less think about something competitive and you just rush gas, independent what happens as Protoss player. But if he already has played some games and has seen that Yosha is not from, that he can do something, then I would, I mean, I would probably stay on one gas and make tier 2. But I would completely different, begin. Yeah, okay, let's see. I mean, I don't know. So 3 stalkers, this is 375, right? And -1 gas. Yeah, I mean, it is possible that he could make 2 till 3 immortals with 1 gas and this DT. It could, I think it can be enough, but of course the game, Yosha would completely different react. He would do Zerglings, more Zerglings against immortals. Okay, this is, yeah, okay. This is a bit unlucky for StarLuk that he saved money for tier 2. The moment when StarLuk sees the scan, I would immediately take the third gas. Let's see. I don't know about Stalkers. I mean, maybe he experiment here, but usually with tier 2 you do, especially against roaches, immortals, but okay. Yeah. Okay, there's the scan, and I mean, wow. Okay, maybe I know how StarLuk plays. uh, okay, interesting. Yeah, this is now a very terrible situation because now there will be hydras. He doesn't need zerglings, and he's already also on 2 gas. Okay.
Unsere Streitkräfte werden angegriffen.
Okay, so Starlux seems to, yeah, to continue with Stalkers. I mean, Stalker Colossus, this is a very common combination against Zerg. Yeah, against no, I think I will not tell anything here because then I will say a bit how I play. I don't want you guys to know it. I mean, okay, I can say that I used to play against. I like to play as Protoss against Zerg. Um, Also a bit different. I very like the non-standard builds because when most of the players who you meet in 1 versus 1 play standard, and the most people are used to like when they see stalkers. So okay, they already like know this is like written already in internet on paper somewhere, like how what you need to do, and that's why you need to think a bit. You need to change maybe some parameters so that it is no more standard, and to irritate a little bit the opponent. I like, for example, sometimes to do zealots in the beginning against Zerg, and with zealots usually you force the Zerg to do more roaches. This is the idea, and then you need to have the right timing to counter with immortals. But of course, you can then do more, zerglings, and then you have already tier 2 for, this is all the theory and stuff. But you, I like more this immortals thing. There's a very good player called Didi in 1 versus 1 who also plays non-standard. Sometimes it fails completely, but sometimes it is looking very amazing. Yeah, I finally praised him on my YouTube channel. Okay, this is the situation that we all know also from 3 versus 3. Stalkers against Roach Hydras. Um, I don't know, do you want to see the gas timings? I mean, this is actually pretty. I think I can let it play. As a Zerg player, you need to see that you have you maintain the middle. You need to see whether Protoss player is pushing or not, and then adapting your gas timing. You see, for example, that Yosha has keeps the middle, and he can allow himself to do tier 3 gas. Only one upgrade, okay. This is also interesting. I think Yosha is also paying attention. He is paying attention. Ah, you see, my goodness, he even looks at it. Look at this. I will tell you what I mean. Um, he even sees does he has enough units to kill each wave of stalkers so that they not stuck with the next wave, because this is very important. The stalkers can blink back, and once they survived, then it can become a bit threat. See, he looks at it, whether the stalkers survive. Wait, I need to check microphone is working. Yeah, okay. He was just counting his hydras.
Unsere Streitkräfte werden angegriffen.
I usually have also a ratio, you know. I try to have circa around the same amount of hydras as roaches, maybe one more. Okay. Maybe one hydra more. Oh, he checks the upgrades, okay. Makes queens. Yeah, I mean, I usually play it like this, that I first do hydras, roach hydras against Protoss, and then, yeah, and then it depends in 3 versus 3 usually, but if I push, then usually I want to see whether there is, uh, what, then usually I see, I mean, I think some couple of queens is for sure not bad as some mix that, into the mix that the units survive longer.
Abgeschlossen.
But usually you do queens in a preparation against potential carriers. And I mostly, when I push, then I try to get broodlords first. And then after I have broodlords, then I do
Unsere
queens.
Streitkräfte
This is how I,
werden angegriffen.
think.
Unsere Streitkräfte werden angegriffen. Unsere Streitkräfte werden angegriffen.
Interesting, this is really not much.
Unsere Streitkräfte werden angegriffen. Unsere Streitkräfte werden angegriffen.
I have to say that I think if StarLuk played just normally, like to without tier 2, without DT, if he did from the beginning, if when he saw that there's Zerg, if he did from the beginning just mass stalkers with one gas, I believe Yosha wouldn't have middle with this standard combination. Maybe Starlak is also, bored a bit to play all the time. The same. Yosha saves money for tier 3. Yeah, I mean, I honestly think if Yosha had upgraded +2 here, he probably already would won. I think. Let's see. Could have been close, especially there's still no Colossus. I don't know why he didn't upgrade +2 here, because it was pretty.
werden angegriffen. Unsere Streitkräfte werden angegriffen.
Starlak sees me everywhere. Cannot hide with offline modus. I think honestly that this +2 upgrade should have been like 1 minute or 3 minutes before.
Mutation.
I think this could be already almost GG.
Unsere Streitkräfte werden angegriffen.
So here what will happen? Yeah, this he sells step by step to sell,
Unsere Streitkräfte
to maintain the army a bit, but at the same time to have more
Unsere
valuable
Streitkräfte
units,
werden
broodlords.
angegriffen.
So Starlak will come back into middle with Stalker Colossus.
Unsere Streitkräfte werden angegriffen.
Yeah, I must say Starlak is doing everything correct here. I mean, I'm a bit suspicious about the beginning, of course,
Angegriffen.
but now he's upgrading the weapons because it's important that you need first to get Colossus and then you
Werden
can.
angegriffen.
In my opinion, I also do the same. I first get the Colossus against their player and then, or I would get first the Colossus.
Unsere Streitkräfte werden angegriffen.
I'm surprised he holds the middle.
Mutation abgeschlossen.
About this upgrade, I'm very suspicious because step by step he sells units. I don't understand why he just upgraded the shield. I think this was a misclick, honestly.
Unsere Streitkräfte werden angegriffen.
Because when the Colossus have +3, then this plus 2 or +3, this doesn't give anything.
Werden angegriffen.
The most important thing to not do as a Protoss player, to transition into carriers, because if you transition into carriers, then the broodlords, it's pretty dangerous to transition here, because the broodlords would just pass by, destroy the planetary fortress very fast. You can do this if you have middle as a Protoss player.
Unsere Streitkräfte werden angegriffen.
In my opinion, instead of this shield upgrade, he needs to he now now it's more important to upgrade the air attack or defense. Yes. Because now it's the broodlords who deal the damage.
Streitkräfte werden angegriffen.
Sells the zerglings.
Unsere Streitkräfte werden angegriffen. Unsere Streitkräfte werden angegriffen.
Now, question: how do you deal as a Protoss player with this situation? It seems like you're stuck. What I would do if I was StarLuk, yeah, I think I would continue to do just Stalkers and Colossus to make Zerg be worried. Because if you have Colossus, mass Colossus, then the Zerg probably will not do mass Queens. He will continue with Colossus and Stalkers. You force the Zerg player to do Broodlords. And I think I'm really not sure, but I hope I can say this, that from a point, mass Stalkers, because one Broodlord is how many? Four or three Stalkers. I think Stalker and Colossus should overwhelm the Broodlords. I hope StarLuk is not going to make a wasted carrier, because he has here shield and weapon upgrades. I would for sure continue to do Stalkers, and from a point, this is what I believe, from a point, the Zerg player, I would say that from what I have seen now, I think I can expect that Yosha probably will be worried about potential carriers, and not only this, but also that the Broodlords do not kill the Colossus. The Colossus die by the time, and the Colossus, survive longer than the Broodlords. I don't know. I think it would be smart to do for the Zerg player further Broodlords and hope that the Broodlords will overwhelm the ground. but I can, from the experience, I see, because the Zerg, the most danger for the Zerg is the carrier transition. This is the most fear for any Zerg player against Protoss, and that's why the Zerg is worried a bit, and he needs to think about preparation against anti-air. Queens alone, especially when there is mass colossus, will do nothing. If there was no colossus, then they can do something, but when carriers reach a critical amount of a number, then queens will also be killed. And the only way, like, you need corruptors to beat carriers. Queens alone is not enough. You need corruptors, and then I can imagine that maybe Yosha. I mean, this is speculation. Maybe Yosha will do corruptors, and StarLuk would need to do scouts then, without carriers. Yeah, I forgot to zoom out, my friend. Sorry. Yeah, we are not 97 years old. But here I don't like to do hardcore graphics because I see better and understand better with low graphics. It somehow is in my brain like this. Um, when there is beautiful graphics, then your focus is on the how beautiful, some details or what. Some for the competition, completely unnecessary details. I'm pretty sure Yosha is also playing with low graphics, or I don't know, maybe not, but 6. Uh-huh. I don't understand why this is a big mistake from Yosha. He still is sitting on +1. With this amount of broodlords, like this is not good from Yosha. He should already have here +3 with this amount of broodlords. This is not good. Yeah, now I mean this is fine, but I mean, you know, as an improvement. Yeah, it's hard. I really am. I mean, from to go out from this situation. Yeah, I probably would continue to try mass stalkers and colossus. I mean, colossus maybe, yeah, 4. Yeah, 4 is a good number. But you know, when the danger comes nearer and nearer, then you need to react very fast and to do some cheap units so that you can stay longer alive. Let's see what StarLuk is doing. Oh, StarLuk is also playing with the good camera. Stalkers, right? Scouts. Okay, yeah, Scouts is also good as a protection for corruptors. But I would also, you know, if this is so dangerous, I would also make ground upgrades. But I guess Starlak is still speculating to transition into carriers, maybe. That's why he saves the money for the ground upgrades. I mean, yeah, don't wonder that I not talk. I'm just a bit also focused what I would do and stuff. I don't like to, you know, talk much when there is some skilled game. Mm. I mean, from the experience, it's I often see. I mean, with this, with this, I think he needs to come back. I guess to middle. He's continuing with queens. This is good. He's afraid of carriers. That's why I would for sure not sell here anything because Colossus against Queens very good. You see, they disappear. There is absolutely nothing on the ground. There's just yeah. You know what I was thinking? No, this is. I was thinking about the Phoenixes against Broodlords, but I think this is a joke. You cannot bring this because you know the Phoenix. They attack. They lift up the ground. This is the idea, and they attack only air units. Very low, but yeah, carriers for sure is better. But I need to experiment one day to do like Stalkers, Colossus, and then something like Scouts and Phoenix. Well, actually, this is GG, or now question is who of you guys would transfer in this situation to carriers? I think I wouldn't. It's still a bit, no. So now Starlux spawns, yeah? And let's imagine now we sell here everything. Professor Uran, my friends, from Desert Strike, will now calculate what's this 8, 3, 24, 32. 32 multiply 125 multiply 0.7. 2800. This is 3 carriers, I think. Divide by 590. 4? Yeah, 4. I don't know, 4, sorry. Yeah, 4.7. Okay, never mind. Wait, let's go back. 2800. Then what else do we have? Maybe Colossus, Sentries. Yeah, okay, plus 110 multiplied 2 plus 4 Colossus multiplied 460 multiplied 50%, right? Yeah. What the fuck did I... Sorry. Four, plus, hmm. Okay, so we would have 6.56 carriers. So 6 carriers and half of 590, this is like, let's say 200, 300, 300. Like one upgrade. So we have 8 carriers, 4 scouts. Maybe can work. This I unfortunately can't say with 100%. I think it would make sense because the situation, like on the 27th minute, I think. So if StarLuk loses in this game, we will see this now. What I would love to experiment with someone at this point, for example, one takes control over this guy. What this guy is doing, it doesn't matter. You know, uh, he can continue to do what he wants. Like he can sell here hydras, although hydras he can keep. He can sell here only roaches, this overseer, and that's it. To react on the carriers. This you can do nothing. Corruptors you need, queens you need. Okay, he can. I think he wouldn't sell the hydras. So we would have, okay, although, wait, he actually would have 7 carriers plus 2 because we still have, like, for example, here, let's say he waits a little bit more, and on this time, like maybe 24 seconds, he can sell, and then he has here additional 200 minerals. Yeah, there would be for sure 9 carriers with how many upgrades he has? Plus 1. 9 carriers with plus 2. I honestly think this would beat here everything. The situation would look like this. Let's see. the situation. So this is the last wave. Now, he upgrades. Now, on this wave, let's imagine what comes now. 9 carriers spawns. And here they come, 9 carriers. Here you have your previous wave, blah blah blah. Yeah, this would it. That's it. If here arrives 9 carriers, the Zer can do nothing. This is, my friend, the perfect timing. So the biggest problem, I think StarLuk probably gonna lose this, or I don't know. I don't know who will. It can maybe happen that Yosha will lose this because 3 minutes. It can go here 3 minutes. It can go here 3 minutes. Uh, but I want to say that you know the most important thing for Protoss to use this cheat, or not cheat, but this overpowered strategy. This overpowered strategy requires the perfect timing. You cannot use this overpowered strategy when you fight as Protoss here, because then this is not overpowered. This is instant GG for you, instant GG for the Zerg player. So you need approximately to at least use it here when like Zerg has not middle and you have not middle, like when you are like somewhere here. I mean, when you are somewhere here, then you can 100% use it, but from here you can use this is my opinion. So imagine here are now 9 carriers. Look, the queens already die dead. Let's imagine Yosha sees, oh my goodness, StarLuk sells everything. What can he do? We have here a couple of roaches. These hydras, he can replace these roaches and hydras with maybe, I can calculate this very fast. We have here, what, 6 roaches. Plus 12. I forgot how many hydras cost. 110. And hydras have 60%. And well, what will we get? We get 1150 minerals, my friends. This is 6 Corruptors. Do you think 6 Corruptors will do something here against 9 carriers? I don't think. And now here's the thing, like the Broodlords would like shoot a bit here, but with 9 carriers, I think this would pretty fast. Like, look, there is not even the anti-air is already dead, and this is without transition. Here, unfortunately, Broodlords survive, but this is no problem, because these Broodlords, even if this ground army dies, the Broodlords will just fly, because there is nothing to attack on the ground. They will just fly here and be killed somewhere here, with 100% sure, because against 10 carriers, these Broodlords, even if there are many Broodlords, they will die anyway. This is 100% guarantee. So, StarLuk, my friend, if you see this, even if you did some maybe mistake on the beginning of the game, the Protoss can always come back from the mistake, but with this overpowered strategy, you needed to use it here, because I see already what will happen. Yosha is stacking his ass, and he probably win this. So see, The Zerg, this is the tactic, my friends. I don't know. I honestly think if you use the Protoss perfectly, I think Zerg can do nothing. So, in my opinion, Stalkers and Colossus is the key for the beginning. With this, like when Zerg, any player like Terran or Zerg, when he sees 5,000 Colossus, he will probably, if he's not silly enough, I mean, probably someone like, I don't know, okay, some players who start the game maybe will continue to do ground, but they will lose very fast. But a bit intelligent player, they would probably sell ground to do more valuable units. And now here's the thing: if the Zerg player has already sold the ground, he has nothing, no resources on the bank to react on possible switch. So with Colossus, you force him to sell his ground. These queens you have seen, they die from this mass Colossus, and then you just sell carriers. This you know S fly, they will just fly, pass by, get killed. Yeah, Zerg sells the ground, and he has no minerals to react on the carriers, so he actually needs to prepare on the carriers from the middle till late game with queens and corruptors. But if you force with Stalkers and Colossus this situation, this was the perfect situation. Then you can win, I think, because the more Stalkers you build. Yeah, I just made a tutorial, like scripted on the book on paper, how to win as Protoss player. First, you stack like only like stalkers, and then you have mass. Yeah, now we do stalkers. Yeah, now it's too late, my friend. There's way too much. uh, and then you have so much stalkers in the bank that you can replace more stalkers, more minerals for later carriers. You just need to force this picture here that you are here, and then you can do this. This is just easy. Click every unit and then press V multiple times, and that's it, my friends. And then of course you need to click Shift here and then make carriers. Yeah, I'm sorry, StarLuk. Maybe you didn't want to use this overpowered strategy. This is also possible, but this is not a cheat and is allowed. So why not use it? Okay. And again, 1 hour game, my friends. Yeah, I can put myself on online, but StarLuk is not offline. I mean, I can write whether he. And then we have two shorter games. Yeah, this was actually, I think in this game I told you I think even if there is a high level player like Yosha, even he would do nothing there because he doesn't have the money to react on the carrier switch. With this amount of hydras, roaches, queens die from the colossus, and even when you already have scouts, and when you have 9 or 10 carriers, this amount of queens that we have seen, I think they would die with against +3 carriers. Yeah. Okay, my friends. Thank you for watching. Stay curious, motivated, and healthy. Yeah, it was a nice game. I liked it. Of course, we we can even check Yosha. I don't know when was this game. Parsifal. Here maybe. Favci. Favci. Yosha. Yeah, he has this beginner profile. 0 credit points. This already smells from distance for a second account, and he suddenly, drops this skill. Yeah, we all believe in the, Santa Claus and, everything. Um, okay, I think StarLuk is away from keyboard, or maybe not. Okay, my friends, I hope it was a quality. I mean, this was more a bit less entertaining, I think, but more, I would say, replays to learn something, to improve a better gameplay. If you're interested in 1 versus 1 in Desert Strike, um, yeah. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos, my friends. Good night. See you.